the cellular life is coming back into.
This is a video. This is a channel message.
Truth.
Hang on.
Your planet is.
Alright. Okay. Maybe I should start off first. What this is about. Alright. So, we had the Pleiadians. We will remind you this. There is a galactic wave of light from the future coming to your planet. This is just the intro, alright? Extraterrestrials. Spirituality. And there's nothing more that I can totally agree with than those two words right there. Yeah. Ascension at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Starseeds, light workers. Ooh! Channel messages from star systems. Pleiadians. Wait a second. I'm sorry. Oh my god. And it's the excitement of this music. It's like, okay. Pleiadians. Andromedians, Arcturian, Sirian, we are here with you. Welcome, friends of the truth. Ooh-wee.
Hello, friends of the truth. Your planet is evolving in this place, where it will shine as a portion of the living library. A new star, a new light on the horizons of many sentient worlds. As you evolve, you carry what you know forward, and you share it and live it. You become a greater vessel, or greater expression of light. Through this process, you will find that over the next few years, you will be catapulted beyond the speed of light with what you will know. The abilities and talents and information that will come to you are simply inside of you. We will remind you that there is a galactic tidal wave of light from the future coming toward your...
Remember that. It's like the key to heaven. The key is inside yourself. Yes, I got a new vapor. Do you like it? I know it's aesthetic, but it's a good, healthy alternative to smoking. Anyways, sorry, back to what we're talking about.
planet. And this intersection will be felt throughout the masses, as it was expressed through the great Uranus-Neptune conjunctions in the year of 1993. It will be as if the entire planet has a unilateral raise in consciousness. This wave has to be gigantic to affect all the masses who are locked in frequency control. It is you, the family of light, who are here in the millions, making room in your bodies for the galactic tidal wave, who will allow this infusion of the first layer of the light body to be held by all the mass. The light body is the body that holds the complete mutation of the species. It'll be able to juggle realities through the shifting of consciousness by intent from one view to another, like turning the stations on a television. The light body will hold all this encoded data and be able to translate it at will. It will communicate interdimensionally and interdimensionally. Remember, matter is simply light that is trapped. As you build your light body, you are allowing reorganization of the molecular structure, a loosening of your grip upon a certain aspect of materialism, so that your spiritual understanding can be more in tune with your day-to-day life. The building of the light body is the allowing of less trapped matter to manifest and allow light, which is freer in expression and in seeking its own source, to become who you are so that you are not so solid. As you raise your vibratory rates, you become your light body. You'll see the changes in your body literally. Your body will become more vital, more youthful, more nourished in its own being, and definitely the processor of a multitude of information. It will become a super being. The building of the light body involves becoming a super being, extending the longevity of the cellular
Can I just
body.
say one thing? Like, this is like blowing my mind and making me so fracking excited. I want to try to deviate from swearing in this video today, but the thought of becoming a super being, like intellectually speaking, not physically speaking, but intellectually speaking. Excuse me. Yeah, that was very well brought up, right? I know. Thank you very much. Anyways. Yeah, not relying on physical aspects to like 3D aesthetic fucking, there we go. I just swore. And yes, I know, I understand, and I am 100% going like, well, I have an aesthetic right here, and it's called a vapor, and I had to get a really nice one. And guess what? It was on sale for $50, so I didn't really buy it for the look of it. I bought it because I needed it. And, you know, hell to high water, I lose $50, and I suffer for it for a little bit, or I actually save the $50 that I would have spent anyways, probably on tobacco products. Smart, eh? Ow! Dina! Well, it's healthier for my cats to not smoke secondhand around them, right? Anyways, back to the topic at hand here. The topic at hand is basically, you know, the fact that, like, what I've been waiting for the last 3 years to finally happen is finally happening. Like, I almost gave up hope. Like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. But you know what? Like, the fact that, like, I'm just gonna make a, hang on a second. Sorry, my cat has PTSD and he gets a little aggressive sometimes. He's like, ow! Ow! There's no reason for that. He just fucking digging his claws into me. There's no reason for that, thick boy. My thick boy. You're such a big, thick boy, and he's purring. Big, thick boy. Ow! These cats are evil! Oh god, anyways, let's get back onto the subject here on this channel message, which I would love to share with all you guys. So, I'm not taking credit for this.
To rejuvenation and extension of cellular life is coming back into fashion. This is part of the building the light body, a body that is not so dense, that does not self-destruct, that self-generates, that self-replenishes. That is what you are striving for. You would be your light body, and you would feel it if your logical mind were not so worried about whether it is possible. Society is not telling you it is possible. We cannot emphasize enough to you that you must stop.
And that cannot be more true when society does tell you how to be and how to act. Right? We've all experienced that all within our lives growing up. As for my dad, for example, he's programmed to believe that the only thing important in life is old age. Which I don't agree with, because that's wrong. That's not like exactly what this video is saying. There is more to life than getting older. And yes, I do have days where I'm just like, dude, you can really see that I'm getting older right now. And stuff like that. But you know what? all I have to do is, one, stop smoking cigarettes, because that really adds age to you, and like is really starting to yellow my teeth a bit. So that's why, again, too, a healthy alternative is a vapor, which is going to help whiten my teeth again, thank God. Because I can see it right now. That looks kind of terrifying. 2, exercising more and eating better. Not just eating healthier, eating better. Like avoiding unhealthy things like carbohydrates, for one. It's a really unhealthy thing to eat. Staying off of sugar. 2, let's see, actually staying off of salt, which I almost completely got off salt, like almost 100% in the last 2 years. Like, I think I'm doing better than any fucking vegan. I bet you no vegan can say no to salt. No offense, but at the same time, do you even say no to salt? I question that. Like, I feel like people will cheat regardless, right? And it's like, people were talking before, I saw that apparently vegetarians, or no, sorry, I guess vegans, because vegetarians are not that hardcore about, like, and I get the animal cruelty, like, I'm not one, because I care about animals, and I want to make sure that, like, you know, you're giving back what that animal is giving you. And by giving it abuse before you take its life is unacceptable and unforgivable. Well, I shouldn't say unforgivable. In a sense, it is unforgivable. In a sense. And I say it like that because, again, to take a life of anything without paying due respect to it is just, in universal terms, I'm going to say, not human terms, unforgivable. Because what the universe does with things that are unforgivable, it balances that out to make it forgivable. So when I say unforgivable, don't limit what I'm saying to human aspects of what unforgivable means, because to the universe, if something's unforgivable, then it has to balance that and make it forgivable in order to make it come back around, right? Like, always open, never ending, as above, so below, as within, so without. And I forgot the last term about it. There's 3 terms to that. As within, so without, as above, so below, as within, so without, and there's like another one about the universe. And it's the key. It's 369. It's the key to our fucking existence, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you can't get any more direct to, like, the key to the meaning of life more than that saying right there. Like, you just, unless you're religious, and then you have different aspects, which everybody is entitled to whatever aspect they want to believe, because we're not all the same. But the only thing we have in common is the fact we're human beings, and we have the same experiences and whatnot. We have skin, we have organs, we have blood, we have hair, we have nails, we have eyes, we have senses, we have feelings, we have souls. That is the only thing that connects us, which is not a bad thing, because that's a very broad spectrum of what I'm trying to explain right now, because that's just a small fraction of what it is. But if you read between the lines of what I'm saying here, you'll understand what I mean. Because, you know, most of the people that do understand what I mean and the malicious people out there who know the same fucking shit and don't give a shit, and it would rather use that to benefit themselves than to benefit others. And that's not right. And I'm here to make sure that people are given a chance. I was going to say that it doesn't happen, but that's just impossible. That people are given a chance, an opportunity to be able to make the choice for themselves and not be condemned on the path that they are being driven to now. And this comes full circle back to what I was talking about, society teaching you certain ways. And who is society People like me and you. We make mold. But you know, the funny thing is that these people have superiority complex where they believe that they have more numbers that they should be given the entitlement, when it's like, you know, back in the day when kings and queens are around, there was more peasants and the community of the castle than there was the king and a queen and the family members, right? Well, my ancestry, I'll give you guys a little fucking tip, because I'm starting to find out more and more that I possibly have Viking, which would totally make sense, given my personality. And I am the reincarnation of Ragnar. Whether you believe he's real or not, I believe he was real, man. Especially when you have fucking sons. Alright? And maybe he's a fucking aspect. Maybe he's both. Maybe he was a real person, and maybe he was a fucking aspect of fucking what he meant. Wouldn't that be fantastic to figure that out? Wouldn't that be fantastic to find out that Ragnar was both a myth and a legend? He was both. That's how powerful a man was. And William Wallace, it's in our blood. Not to fucking dominate. That's a choice. But to expand, that is the truth behind a Viking. Always open. Never ending. And all to all your Satanists out there, real or not, I don't know, do you get this fucking idea where you believe you're a real Satanist or not? Because Satanism is paganism, and paganism is where Christianity comes from. So all in all, you're all just fucking pagans now, aren't you, eh? Pretty much. You're pretty much the same. Like the aspect that I talked about earlier, of the human aspect. The only thing we have in common is that we are human beings. And that's how big and significant that is. And yes, I'm talking about Scotch accent here, right? I said I'm a mixture of a Northern and a Southern Scot. Because that's how rare I am. That I am both a Northern and Southern Scot. I'm a rarity. More rare than any fucking... pretty rare. Considering amongst my Caucasian bloodline. With Viking and royal blood. How could two families come together like that? Expansion. That's what it is. Expansion. 100% expansion. Get it? Let's continue.
Listening to society.
Actually, I don't get it.
This is going to be the hardest task for you to do and the biggest break for you to make. You have the societal self and the spiritual self, and you must decide which one is sacred, which one is your source of authority. Let your intuitive self become your authority. Allow your intuitive self to be the standard bearer of your experience, which is experience no one else is going to validate. Your experience springs from the assignment that you are knowing, and not necessarily remembering you are on. If you approach all that you know with the stance that there is a divine order and divine purpose, without your ego aspect comprehending it all the time, you will move rapidly through realities. There will be many different ways this galactic tidal wave of light will be experienced. Definitely it'll catapult everyone into some exaggerated version of their greatest opportunity. That, of course, is each person's choice.
I laugh. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I just had to giggle on that for 1 second because I'm already seeing a shift in that right now where people are trying to take that opportunity for themselves and I couldn't be more happier understanding that, like, just the aspect of, like, that history is not going to repeat itself right now, that we have a chance to move forward, and that, hey, you know what, again, you want to choose that? Fine. Just whatever you get, you get. Alright? It's... yeah.
To all of you who recognize the light
You do you!
that is a part of your identity, and that moves you to read this book and follow the silent whispers that echo down the golden spirals through the corridors of your own being. We honor you, we recognize you, and we are here to assist you. We are all here as the family of light to bring that choice and that freedom to evolve back into the planet, to bring it to this place where it will shine as a portion of the living library, a new star, a new light on the horizons of many sentient worlds. We wait in the future for your past to intersect our present and catapult all of existence to a new octave, the highest octave of being. It is our great pleasure to have your assistance in this process. The Pleiadians, through Barbara Marciniak. Thanks for listening.
Ah!
The major arcana, or the 22 keys of the...
Listening.
Did you know that the phone, computer, or tablet you are using to watch this video right now is emitting electromagnetic fields, or EMFs, and that there are thousands of studies showing how these EMFs are harmful to us and even to our DNA? 5G, Wi-Fi, and smart meters are also only increasing the amount of radiation we are exposed to each day, which leads to the most important question to ask yourself regarding EMF radiation. Am I using anything to protect myself and my family from this EMF radiation? EMF Harmonized is a company whose products have been scientifically proven to work and have been designed by an expert scientist.
Oh my god, what is going on?
2G
Oh
and
yeah.
3G technology. Protect yourself and your family by purchasing trusted and effective EMF protection products today at the link in the description below. Doing so helps support you and your family, the growth of my channel, and the growth of a fellow truth-supporting business. A portion of the profits is also donated
this
to
is already sounding like an ad here. Is that it? Sorry, you guys. Alright. And which one do I choose next? The event. World will never be the same again. Or Pleiadian light forces, the big movement has come. Let's do the event. I just love this I love this fucking intro! Oh my god! It's so corny and I love it. It is so like rock star. Alright, hang on.
Let us begin.
Hang on.
Hello, friends. This is called the event. What is the event? The event could possibly be the most important event to occur in humanity's evolution to date, and could possibly occur in our very near future. If you're coming from a biblical perspective, some call this the rapture. The event is a quantum shift in our consciousness that will affect every one of us in profound ways. Currently, every person is or has been going through an ascension process, whether you're aware of it or not. You're going through it on an individual level, and we're going through it collectively as well. This ascension process is made up of many multi-layered gradual experiences, all to prepare us for the final event that could soon erupt in a single powerful event that would bring to an end of humanity's long, long history and usher in a new beginning. The
Yes!
event is said to occur every 26,000 years. The event is said to be a sudden galactic pulse, a solar event that will change the frequency that humanity vibrates at. A higher frequency will bring in a broader spectrum of reality, meaning higher insight, wisdom, knowledge, psychic abilities, and incredible awareness. This event will release an extremely blinding light coming from our central sun, which is in our past, has triggered a quantum leap into our spiritual evolution every time it has occurred. The solar pulse event will start the process of transforming matter, energy, consciousness, and biological life as we know it. I believe right after this event occurs, there will be much of humanity confused and fearful of trying to understand what had just happened. I believe this is when the benevolent forces will take over all communication and global airwaves and begin the release of disclosure to the human population. They will release information of our secret space programs, the cabal's inhumane crimes against humanity, etc. I also believe there will be videos of testimony that will be shown to the
cabal. Is that where people thinking that, like, these... I can't believe people call Satanists real Satanists. There's no prettium of a fake Satanist unless they're doing it for the aesthetic to look like a fucking Satanist, and they don't believe in what Satanism stands for. They just care about what it looks like. Then yeah, that's a real Satanist because they really believe in what they stand for, not for the aesthetic of it.
human population on just how we have been controlled through Satan's agenda.
I just said that.
Will this be the time for those mass arrests? Is this what we're currently being prepared for? These arrests will occur for those in the United States Congress on both sides. We will be assured that these criminals will never be in positions of power again. I
Good.
believe the executive, judicial, and military will be in total charge. If you've been paying attention, you can see the moves our current administration has been making for this to occur. In the meantime, when this is taking
Good.
place, there will be another monumental transformation involving the global currency reset. Some call it Gesara Nisara. There are people that believe this monetary reset is of the New World Order, and yes, that they also want a reset that brings in a socialistic agenda, which ultimately means more oppression, control, and tyranny. Remember, we're seeing a conflict between the satanic dark agenda and a light-based liberation agenda. The light-based agenda wants a reset that brings a sustainable governance that will benefit every human being on the planet towards freedom and liberation.
Yeah,
Our
100%.
total global economy will be brought back to the gold standard instead of the fictional fiat system that only benefits the dark. Suppressed technologies will be implemented. Free energy technologies will be gradually released to the public.
Yeah! Free energy!
Suppressed technologies from the Cabal's secret space programs will also be released to the public. The
Woo!
natural abundance of the planet will be distributed to everybody, and our ecosystem will be restored. Also, in time, as Earth recalibrates itself to its original created frequency, all healing will begin physically and psychologically. Humanity's aging process will slow down incredibly. The removal of these archons in those higher dimensional planes that are currently playing out will dissolve any relationship they have in this transformation. War will be a thing of the past. In my opinion, some will make the transformation to the 5D experience, and many will remain on their ascension path and continue their experience in the 3D matter world. Many will experience their clairs being activated, such as telepathy and clairvoyance. Many believe first contact will happen soon. We are told this will happen when enough humans are comfortable with the fact of extraterrestrial existence and acknowledge their role in our history. These benevolent galactic civilizations that have assisted us throughout our entire existence, who are front and center, behind the scenes, with the current situation going on, will reveal themselves in an event named First Contact. Eventually, the human race will be...
I've heard about this. If you guys are not familiar with that, then please do some research onto that, because there are lots of conspiracy theories involving the fact of first contact. And the biggest conspiracy theory right now would be Obama was supposed to come out with that, which he kind of did. He actually kind of did, but he also knew he couldn't do it because he also knew that we were not ready. We were not ready for it. And as they just said, we have to be more in tune with accepting this first contact and understanding our position in this as well. It's more than just believing in it. It's a lot. Now it's starting to come full circle. Like, this is really making everything that I've been waiting for really fucking worth it. Actually, I'll be right back. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Sorry. Hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. So anyways, talking about the Great Reset. Well, talking about the reset, and this is made today, November 22nd. As I'm uploading this video today. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. The fact of, like, I do believe 100%. I'm a libertarian and I'm for the light. I'm for the light side. I am for humanity. I think if we're going to have a reset, which coincidentally I'm guessing people are going to, like, those who are going to benefit for themselves are going to, you know, use that date, December 22nd, because the numbers and everything else, 222, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to initiate with a 1, but that doesn't. There's more significance in that than just adding in numbers and all that shit. Like, but again, like, humanity should have the right to have a chance to ascend, and that's where I'm about to lead. And again, I knew I had to wait, because I know I wasn't ready yet. But my God, am I ready? Am I ready more than ever now? Like, I couldn't be more happier and excited and scared. I'm actually scared too, like, but with excitement. It's adrenaline. Adrenaline.
Accepted into the Galactic Federation. This is the plan. Again, everyone will not make this shift. And as you can see, not only in the United States, but around the globe, many just are not ready. Many are still stuck in the old structure and are fighting like hell to stay there. Change is incredibly hard for many, like the saying goes. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Any species that remains stagnant no longer continues to exist. These higher frequencies are being accepted by many
Yeah,
and will
that's,
have an easier time for
I just want
everyone
to
who
rewind that for 1
resists
second.
and goes. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change.
Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. What more wiser words could you ever hear in your whole entire fucking life? Or my life, fracking life. I'm gonna just really start trying not to swear. Fracking life. Than that. Oh shit! I'm gonna get. You hear that in the background there? Got a copyright strike. Like I'm not making any profit on these videos. Anyways, and I'll be lucky if one person even watches this. So, thank you to the one person who does watch this. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Like that is, again, that's just it's mind-blowing me, man. And I'm out here in Canada. All the way in Canada. This is why the election was so significant, because I think this was the initiation into showing that this change and this shift is happening. And you know, there's people out there who want to stick to the old, or who are literally fighting as like hell to keep their old structures, their old Babylon, their own Tower of Babylon, trying to remake that, all that shit. So sorry. And it's crumbling. And then there's a new game, right? Or the game, playing the game, which some people see it as there's a new game, and other people see is like, I don't know. Well, time will tell how they're gonna see and view that fully, like in the fact that, like, yeah, there is a new game, and guess what? I saw an ad that said with the Great Reset, you will have nothing and you will be happy. So what path do you choose, right? It's pretty simple, man. Like, you can't get any more simple than that. You just can't.
Any species that remains stagnant no longer continues to exist. These higher frequencies are being accepted by many and will have an easier time, for everyone who resists will pay the piper. Upon death, those who resist this monumental frequency activation will continue their soul evolution on a planet in which they resonate. No one gets a free pass down here because what's happening is just too important. This is just the beginning of a higher vibrational existence. This is the beginning of a healed planet, physically, psychologically, and spiritually.
Okay.
The event will be that boost that will usher in a broader reality, and we're now being prepped for it. The Light Alliance is in control and watching and waiting with excitement and optimism to see how the human race will pull this off. So many ask and are wondering, when will this event happen? I believe there are many factors, and a huge one is Earth's astrological alignment. Also, the readiness of the new systems to be put in place, and the deep and true transformation of humanity's role. I also believe before the event can truly be operational, the light forces need to be in control. The archonic network
Can't help it.
needs to be completely eliminated. It's also necessary that the energetic grid circling the planet that keeps us in quarantine be completely dismantled. Liberation will come to humanity via the fall of the Archons, who exist on the inner planes, who have controlled humanity for eons through the karmic process.
And that's who people misconceive to be Satanists, called Archons. 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 Well, I guess there's different ways to pronounce their name. since whatever. But I've done a lot of research, and I can confirm that relating to ancient extraterrestrial wars, like the Chinese War, it is confirmation that there has been forces out there that know how to use karmic forces to keep us humans trapped in the cycle that we're in right now. Alright?
Plans and AI technologies that have been impeding humanity's spiritual evolution. The event will happen. It is written in the stars, many ancient texts, and in biblical scripture, because everything that's happening today has happened before, and it all connects off-world. Thanks for watching.
Nice. Nice. So there you go. There you have it. That's all I'm going to share with you guys right now, because I'm already almost 45 minutes into this, and I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick. If you guys actually like to have intellectual conversations and, you know, sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee like I did here. Enjoy each other's company. But, you know, I'm doing this as I'm doing this on a camera, not on a live. So, you know, if you guys want to watch it afterwards, then cool, you know, join me if you want. And if you don't want, that's cool. I'm not here looking for validation or anything else. Like I keep saying over and over again, I'm not here for any of that. I'm not here for recognition. I'm not here for looking for a cult or something like that, right? Because people are so easily manipulated. It's really a shame when you think about it. When you really think about it for 1 second, like how much of a shame that really is, to know how easily manipulated we can become. Stuff like that. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Like the Great Reset, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. And again, malicious forces, the Archons, or however they pronounce them in there. I'm sorry for mispronouncing it, but you know. Anyways, and even people. I have people that I know from my past that I am moving away and moving forward from, and they too are living in their own way, their own programming, their own old programming. Sorry. That was a bit of a tongue twister, eh? Yeah. And I'm very glad that I finally saw that. Like, I'm just gonna finish this up on 45, but I promise. Really quickly, I just want to say that I saw a post that he was making to an ex of his, and you know, and he has lost me for good. He had me for 13 years and just kept playing me around for 13 years, and I kept sticking with him, thinking maybe I can heal him, maybe I can help him, you know, this, you know, this is the Cinderella bullshit. Well, that's not even how Cinderella works. It's like there is no Disney movie I can think of on the top of my head right now to say like how bad of an aspect that is to like ever do to somebody. Anyways, and even his exes are a reflection of that. And you know what? If they make you happy, by all means, go ahead. But I also know that I did the right thing by walking away. I did the right thing by saying no. I did the right thing by keeping you out of my life for now. And now I can confirm again that completely severing our ties, even our friendship, was the best decision for me to make. Because I've opened the doorway for a new opportunity and a new lover, and somebody a lot better, who actually pushes me to want to become better myself, and is an inspiration for that as well. And when you find somebody like that, that's a true soulmate. That's a true fucking soulmate right there. And we're not even dating yet. And again, too, like, he's stable. And he understands what I'm going through on an aspect. Like, there are times actually that he actually can outwear me, which is great to find somebody finally that not only can beat my chaotic illness. I don't know what to call it. I don't know, I'm just gonna call it chaotic illness for mental health chaotic illnesses like ADHD and schizophrenia. Like, we all have our own source of what we believe to be chaotic and everything else. And there's some of us who thrive in that, like myself. Not every schizophrenic is going to thrive in it. My ex couldn't do it. It was too much for him. It was also his fault because he went too far. And I've been there and I've done that. And I learned how to set up boundaries for that. So I wouldn't lose myself for the process, right? So anybody with chaotic illnesses, that's what I'm going to call them, air quote that. Okay, that's not a real term, I'm just making this up, alright? Well, just not really making it up either. I'm just trying to find a way to explain something that has no definition to it yet. Proper definition. I'm just spitballing shit out there. Just calling it whatever I fucking feel like it. Because I know what it is. I know what it feels like. And to have somebody that's on the same wavelength like that and understands that, it can actually so sorry, can actually and actually likes to he is more intelligent than I am in many aspects. And again, it's just regardless of that, anyways, I'm rambling on here. When you can meet somebody on the same soul frequency like that, and also have somebody that's a positive influence with a soul frequency that's so dark. But it's dark. It's misunderstood. It's not evil. It's just misunderstood. And I know I love wearing black half the time, and sometimes I'll add some color in here and there. You know? But just because something is black doesn't mean it's evil. Like this little chocolate boy here. Just because he's black doesn't mean he's evil. Look at that evil, hey? How is he evil? Because he's a black kitty? It's a stereotype. You stink. Chocolate. Look at this little munchkin. Who'd you say he's evil? Hmm? You do stink. Kisses? Don't bite me. See? How can that be evil? He loves kisses. He's about to go pawing my face. What are you doing? Ah! Okay. Alright. Well, when they're kittens, they don't like to be handled too much, but you stink. You're a stinky boy. Ow! Anyways, sorry for making it longer than it has to be. But again, when you meet somebody that can I'm just saying personally for me, when somebody can understand chaos, have a chaotic illness that makes your mind go crazy and haywire. Like, I understand that completely, 100%. But I also understand too that there's a dark side to that, and that it can consume you. It consumed me at one point. It really did when I was younger. It consumed me into my addiction, and now I look forward to a better life. I look forward to something more than just, you know, trying to get a family and trying to get a high-paying job and the boring fucking aesthetic of society of what you should have, like a family and, again, a high-paying job and work for retirement and live your life every weekend going out of the bar and what? No, I want more than that. I want more than that. You guys want that? Fine. But you know what, too? You can have it. Again, you're not going to get the reality that you're expecting. And I'm just happy that that I have the opportunity and that I have the chance and that I have the choice to make forward with this leap to something bigger and better and beyond myself, and just evolution, baby. Like, come on, like, I don't know what else you want me to say about that. Just pure evolution, pretty much. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I hope you're all staying safe. I will share the videos in the description box below. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give me a if you like what you see. I don't post on a regular basis. I post on a feeling basis. Whenever I feel like it, I post. So if you want to give me a subscribe anyways, hit that notification bell. I would love that. You know, I'd love to, if I could, grow a community that I can call my own and have a safe space for anybody, like any misfits out there that have no place that they feel like they can call home or feel in a safe space and want to interact with other loners like myself over here, you know. And I love being a loner, as I also love you guys. I love being an introvert, but I love, you know, hearing different perspectives. So, you know, I always look forward to anybody that has anything they want to share, comments. You know, God, I'm so bad at this shit coming to the end of this. So again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll check you guys later. Peace. Ow!